Hello students, in this video we will learn about what are the different types of motion. In my previous video we have learned that when the position of the body is changing with change in time, then that object is said to be in motion. And now we will study what are the different types of motion. So these are the 7 main different types of motion. The first one is translatory motion, second rotatory motion, third circular motion, fourth oscillatory motion, fifth vibratory motion, sixth periodic motion, and seventh non-periodic motion. So let us begin with translatory motion. If the body moves through the same distance in same time, then the body is said to have translatory motion. That means if any body is covering same distance in same time, then that body is said to be in translatory motion. In this figure you can see an apple is falling from a tree. So the motion of an apple falling from a tree is translatory motion, as it is moving in same distance and same time. More examples are motion of a girl walking on a road. It is also an example of translatory motion. A bus moving or a car moving on a road. If the car is covering same distance in same time, then we will say that this is an example of translatory motion. Now there are two types of translatory motion. Rectilinear motion, we also call it to be linear motion. So rectilinear or linear motion, and the second is curvilinear motion. So now let us discuss about these two different types of translatory motion. So now we will see what is rectilinear and curvilinear motion. First we will see rectilinear motion. It is the motion of a body along a straight line. When any object moves in a straight line, then the object is said to follow rectilinear motion. Rectilinear motion is also known as linear motion. For example, you can see all the cars are moving in a straight road. So this is an example of rectilinear motion. More examples are bullet fired from a gun. So when a bullet is fired from a gun, it will also move in a straight path. So the motion of bullet fired from a gun is a rectilinear motion. The march past of soldier in a parade, they also move in a straight road or in a straight path. So that is also an example of rectilinear motion. Next we will see curvilinear motion. It is the motion of body along a curved path. Whenever any curved path is there, you can see this path is curved on which the car is moving. So this type of motion is known as curvilinear path. So a car moving around a curved path is known as curvilinear motion example. Now next we will see rotatory motion. When a body moves around a fixed axis, it is said to be in rotatory motion. That means when an object is moving around any fixed axis, then we will say that the body is in rotatory motion. For example, the spinning of the top. So this top is also having axis in the middle about which the top is rotating. So this is an example of rotatory motion. Similarly, this giant wheel is also having its axis in the middle. So it is said to exhibit rotatory motion. Similarly, your ceiling fan. In a ceiling fan, the axis is in the middle. So all these are the examples of rotatory motion. Next we will see circular motion. It is the motion of a body along a circular path. That means any body moving around a circular path is said to have circular motion. We know that the Earth revolves around the Sun. So see, in the orbit, the Earth is also rotating in a circular path. So the earth is said to have circular motion. That means the motion of earth around the sun is known as circular motion. Similarly, the motion of moon around the earth is also known as circular motion. You might have seen on Republic Day, these jets release the color of your flag in the air in a circular manner. You can see circle is formed. So this is an example of circular motion. The flying jets releasing the color of our flag moving in a circular path is an example of circular motion. Now the tip of the hands of a clock. The tip of the hands of a clock is also said to be in circular motion, because the tip of the hand of a clock, if it is starting from point 12 number, then again it will rotate and come back to 12. So it is also forming a circle. The tip of the hand of a clock is forming a circle. So it is an example of circular motion. Next we will see oscillatory motion. It is the to and fro motion of a body from a fixed position or mean position. That means when a body moves to and fro around a fixed position, which is also known as mean position, the middle position is known as mean position, then the body will said to have oscillatory motion. For example, you can see in example 1, it is holding a pencil and a string is attached and a coin is placed. So when we strike the coin, see, it will move first to the left and then to the right, again to right and left, right, left. It will oscillate. Basically it will move to and fro, to and fro. So it will oscillate. So this is an example of oscillatory motion. The pendulum clock, it will also move in to and fro motion. It will first move either on the left, then right, then left, then right. So it is also an example of oscillatory motion. Similarly, the motion of a swing. When you swing in a swing, then that swing also moves in to and fro. When somebody pushes us from the back, we first move to and then fro, to and then fro. That is also an example of oscillatory motion. In oscillatory motion, the body is always moving around a fixed position, or we can call it to be mean position also. Next we will learn about vibratory motion. Now vibratory motion is also a type of oscillatory motion only. It is similar to oscillatory motion, but it is having a little difference. In vibratory motion, a part of the body always remains fixed and the rest part move to and fro about its mean position. That means in vibratory motion, some part of the body is always fixed and only rest part of the body will move to and fro motion. For example, if these two are the walls and I have placed or attached a string, so since it is fixed from the starting and ending point, so when I pull it, it will vibrate in to and fro direction only. So only some part of the string will vibrate. So this is an example of vibratory motion. Similarly, most of a musical instrument like guitar, sitar, etc. have strings attached to them. So when we play, they also execute vibratory motion. Similarly, our vocal cord. When you place hand on your vocal cord which is in your throat, whenever you speak, you will feel the vibration. So that is an example of vibratory motion. So remember, in vibratory motion, a part of the body always remains fixed and rest part moves. But in oscillatory motion, it is not happening. Only a fixed part is fixed and rest part also moves there. Next we will study about periodic motion. It is a motion which gets repeated after regular interval of time. That means a motion which is getting repeated itself after an interval of time is known as periodic motion. For example, this girl swinging, so it will also get repeated. It will move front, again back, so its motion gets repeated. So it is an example of periodic motion. The moving blades of a fan, will also continue and repeat its motion. It is an example of periodic motion. Similarly, the moon moving around the earth, we know that it completes one rotation. So that is also an example of your periodic motion, as the moon completes its rotation in 29 days. Similarly, we know that earth completes one revolution around the sun in 365 1/4 day. So that is also fixed. There are more examples. For example, the normal person heart beats, and heart beats also repeat itself after 0.8 seconds. So all these are repeating its motion after a fixed interval of time. So these type of motion are known as periodic motion, that is motion which gets repeated itself after an interval of time. Next is non-periodic motion, which is the last type of motion. It is a motion which does not get repeated itself after a regular interval of time. That is, a motion which is not repeating itself after regular interval of time is known as non-periodic motion. For example, if a boy is running, so it is not necessary that it will repeat itself. The motion will repeat itself. So it is an example of non-periodic motion. A boy is skating. So while skating also, it is not necessary that the speed with which I am moving will be the same. It may change. So our motion may change. Sometimes it may fast, sometimes it may slow. So it is an example of non-periodic motion. Similarly, a footballer running on a field, it is an example of non-periodic motion because it will not repeat itself. So all the motion which does not repeat itself after a regular interval of time is known as non-periodic motion. So students, today we learnt about what are the different types of motion. We saw the 7 main different types of motion. First we saw the translatory motion, that is, if every point of the body moves through same distance in same time, then we will say it to be in translatory motion. Then we saw translatory motion are of two types, that is rectilinear or curvilinear motion. Rectilinear motion is a motion of a body in a straight line. Curvilinear motion is a motion of a body in a curved path. The next type of motion we learnt about rotatory motion, that is a body moving about a fixed point or a fixed axis is known as rotatory motion. Then we learnt about circular motion, that is if a body is moving in a circular path, it will be said to have circular motion. Then we learnt about oscillatory motion, that is to and fro motion of a body from its mean position or its rest position is known as oscillatory motion. Then we saw vibratory motion, that is to and fro motion of a part of a body keeping the other part fixed. The other part is fixed and only some part of the body moves in to and fro motion, then it is said to have vibratory motion. Then we saw periodic motion, that is a motion which gets repeated after regular interval of time is known as periodic motion, and a motion which does not get repeated at regular interval of time is called non-periodic motion. Thank you.